supposed to do with my life? And so even the scripture says, once I've heard it, twice you have spoken, power belongs to you. If you keep hearing it over and over and over again, there's a surrender that has to take place because the power belongs to the divine idea that's being given to you.
Welcome to Healing Conversations podcast.
Podcast.
Yes.
Stuff. Am I doing the right things? You know, like all of these self naysayers are just coming into my awareness as Spirit just keeps telling me, all right, let's go. Let's move forward. Let's do this. And then yet I keep hearing myself say, well, am I ready? Like who's going to allow me to have a platform? Well, how do I build a platform? What, do I get twigs and do I get some logs and stand, like what am I doing? And as Reverend Michael always says, the how is not important. That's not our thing to worry about. That's not our thing, because worrying is not a spiritual quality. So if worrying is not a spiritual quality nor a spiritual idea, then why am I putting myself in a position where I'm not allowing that greatness that continues to tell me that I can do it to move forward? So the thing is that, 2006 is when it all started. 2023 is when it really started to catapult, because it really started to come into fruition. It was actually molded. We're in 2026 and things are starting to blossom because more opportunities are presenting themselves. So it's about not letting it go until you can continue to see it just really unfolding in so many different ways. Yes, it's going to take some steps. Yes, it's going to may take some time, because there's going to be moments where you're going to be down and out, like trying to say, well, I tried. It's like, okay, great, you tried. So let's go again. Okay, great, you tried. All right, let's do this again. Okay, this failed. Great, wonderful. What'd you learn? Good. All right, let's try it again. And so that's and I just hope that this resonates with a lot of people. We've been given these ideas, these visions, these dreams, these goals to move forward with the very unique way that we're able to be here on this planet. And with us saying yes to it, having the downtime, being okay with the downtime, but getting right back up and trying it again, doing it again, beating it again, just keep going.
Yeah. As long
Just
as
keep
there's
going.
life in us, we can still continue to keep pressing forward. Absolutely. Ooh,
I already knew this was gonna be good. That's basic talking. I'm waving the hands. And I'm like,
throwing shoes, hollering, running around.
Shoes? Take it.
That's why I know. That's why I know. Like whenever I get up, like it's funny. The last time Angelique and I, we would do a workshop every third Saturday, and every there was this one time where we just had an opportunity where we were practicing. It was just an opportunity to not let that moment go by without us honing in on our skills, making sure that we do what we're supposed to do. And one of her tips to me was, Jason, just talk. Don't read, right? And there's this
Speaker,
song.
not a reader.
Right. Speaker, not a reader, right on. and it is so interesting because when she said that, I was like, oh, I get it. Because you can give me a topic. I can have something prepared, and there's going to be something else that's going to come out, right? Even though I have something prepared. And so it's really like trusting that what's coming up for me in that moment is what's supposed to be said in that moment.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you for your openness today and being willing to let Spirit speak through you, because it definitely has supported me And it was for the Raymel. He been over there waving hands and throwing shoes
We're having
and
ahas and
definitely
breakthroughs and
helping.
transformations. I'm like, come on now.
Yes,
The gift,
yes.
and that's why we always say we bring where we are in real life to the space, and we have our own healing in this conversation. So we're showing you it's not about just listening, it's about taking it in, letting it resonate, marinate, and then putting it into action because that's where
Hmm.
transformation and shift happen. But we could
Yeah.
talk all day. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I have to raise my hand because I will be like, "But I want to say," but I raise my hand now, So I'm like, so I do want to say because you mentioned something about you mentioned about transformation, and also that's one of the main things that I help facilitate with a lot of individuals, and more than 40 years I've been a people pleaser because I had petit mal seizures as a child. And then because I was told that I was a bad person, I wanted to make sure people saw that I was a good person. Plain and simple. I mean, that's just the cliff notes of it, right? The Cleon notes that they used to say on the Cosby Show. But anyway, so I so what happened was that when I went into practitioner studies, and I said right there from the beginning, day one when I got accepted, whatever you do, God, I am open to it. That means that if there was going to be a stripping, a tearing, a pleading, a beseeching moments, like God, stop it, you beat me up, I'm accepting it. I'm taking it all in, and it's so that was my total and complete surrender to the process. And what I'm grateful for is that transformation continues to take place in my life, even from those 2 years of being a part of that program, that I'm still open and available to different ways of me being stripped down, of me getting rid of those beliefs, those thought forms, those ideas, whatever it was over those 40 years, right? Because they say just because you are a big person doesn't mean that when you go into the gym for a couple weeks that you're going to go down and slim down to a muscle bound Lou Ferrigno. No, it's going to take longer. Okay, it's going to take time. It's going to take your patience. It's going to take your ingenuity. It's going to take your surrender to the process in order for that transformation to take place before you can actually start to see the manifestations, to feel the freedom, to be the peace that you are supposed to be.
Yes.
And it just starts with you saying yes and saying, okay, you got me until you don't have me no more, which is never, because the spirit always has us no matter what we do and where we go. There's absolutely no end, right? Because God will never leave us nor forsake us. That's the gospel truth. That's the realness. And I just wanted to just put that out there.
Well, while you're putting things out there, can you share 3 tips with our audience that will support them with understanding that they can do what they know they can do and encourage them on this journey as they continue trying and trying again?
Mm-hmm. Tip 1, know the voice of God for yourself, or the voice of spirit for yourself. And as we're taught, the voice is our voice. So when you know what your voice is, listen to that voice. Listen to the direction that's being given to you. I wrote this story in my book about when I went into when I got I have my degree in music industry, but when it was presented to me that degree was available because the teacher liked my voice and said that he felt like I would excel in this program, and did excel in the program. And so I listened to the voice, because the voice was, as I was going home from this temp job I was working at, told me to go to a store to go get money for Chinese food because the Chinese restaurant did not take cards. They only took cash. So I went to the store. The teacher, who I hadn't seen, I think like maybe like a year or two, asked me if I knew where the ATM was. And I knew exactly who he was. And that's when he told me about that program. And now I know how to write music, read music, play music, sing the music because of me going to that store to get the cash for Chinese food that I no longer eat anymore. It's interesting, right? The transition of life. All right, tip number 2. We have we have divine ideas and thoughts and visions that come to our awareness. When there's something that continues to come over and over and over again in your heart, in your mind, that is for you to do. That's why it's important for you to know the voice. As I continue to see myself on the stage, continue to see myself in front of millions of people, continue to see people reading my books, telling me about how much they really love what I'm doing, that spirit telling me that this is my move. This is what I'm supposed to do with my life. And so even the scripture says, once I've heard it, twice you have spoken, power belongs to you. If you keep hearing it over and over and over again, there's a surrender that has to take place because the power belongs to the divine idea that's being given to you. So follow it. Tip number 3, just do it. Keep trying. No matter what, people will come into your life that will help you. I am a living witness. Especially when you allow yourself to be open to the individuals that come into your life. Take it all in. Even if we look at the commodity consciousness that I created, or that spirit created through me, okay? Communication is 1. Modification is 2. The entity or the embodiment is 3. You're listening to spirit, knowing the voice. Modification, you're seeing the divine idea. You're doing whatever you have to do to change, to make the shifts. Bam, you got it because it's yours. It's yours for you to have now and forever. The last part, you're embodying it. That means you're being it. You are it. And that no matter what, there's going to be people put in your life that's going to help you move forward with it. All of it is in divine timing and divine grand expansion and expression. This is your moment. Those are your 3 tips.
Yes. Ooh, juicy, juicy. So just to bullet point them down for you all. The first one was know the voice of spirit, of God, of source, whatever you choose to call your higher power for you, and listen to it. And the second tip was to pay attention to the continuous ideas and visions that come up for you, come into your heart, come into your mind, and follow them. And the third tip was to just do it, keep trying. And like we've been saying, if you're still here, you still have the opportunity to try. So thank you, Jason, for that wonderful um, time today. Thank you for the wonderful tips. How can the people get in touch with you and see what you're doing, what you're up to?
Yeah, you can most definitely go to my website, www.jasona benefield.com. And also on my social media platforms, I am Jason A. Benefield. No, it doesn't say I am Jason A. Benefield. Just go to Jason A. Benefield. And that's how you can find me also on all social media platforms.
Yes, and his beautiful book is available, The Essential Pain and Peace of Life. And if you are in the Los Angeles area, we are doing a creative healing workshop called Peace in the Darkness. We have a cute little residency at Chaos Network in Leimert Park. You can see more about that on both of our Instagram profiles. And yeah, is there anything you want to share, Emil, before we sign off?
I'm just feeling so whole and complete and grateful. And I just want to say thank you, Jason. Thank you for sharing your light, for lending your heart, and allowing us to experience your gift. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. I know I'm going to listen to this episode a lot of times because there was a
Mm-hmm.
lot of nuggets coming out your mouth, so much so that my spirit just said, no words, arms up. Yes, is what it translates to. So I'm just grateful for today's conversation. And thank
Yes.
you for just joining us today.
Yeah, thank you
Yes.
for having me. This is a joy.
Yes. And
Yeah.
thank you all for listening today. And as always, hit us up on Instagram at Raymel Bentley at VZ Spaces. Let us know if you was throwing your shoe. If you're on Instagram, put some shoe emojis in the send us some shoe
Please send
emojis.
in shoe emojis, and
Let
we
us
already know what you're talking
know how
about.
this
We
was
already
hitting your
know.
spirit today because Jason really was on one, and we are so grateful for his presence. We want to know how this conversation is impacting you and want to connect with you. So make sure you're hitting us up.
Yes, and
But yes,
until we see or hear from you again, we'll see you later. Bye.
bye.